From towering war machines to repurposed construction beasts, walkers have shaped every era of Star Wars, from ancient times to the First Order's rise. In this video, we'll explore 10 unique walkers in chronological order, showcasing their design, impact, and legacy across the galaxy. Skara-nal Walker. We start with a mystery buried deep in time. The skara-nal Walker from the Bad Batch. This massive quadruped predates the Republic, possibly by tens of thousands of years. Discovered in an ancient ruin on an uncharted world, it reactivates with terrifying power, controlled by an advanced AI and loaded with energy weapons capable of annihilating squads with ease. What's most chilling is that its creators are unknown. Speculation points to ancient civilizations like the Rakata, Zepho, or even some pre-Jedi Force-sensitive species. The Walker's design is alien, sleek but worn, with joints that move like living muscles and a cockpit that seems more grown than built. It's not just a weapon. It's a relic of a forgotten age. One that raises serious questions about what kind of civilizations came before the Jedi and the Sith, and whether their technologies could rise again. Nihil Walkers. Next, we jump to the High Republic era, where the galaxy faces an unpredictable threat. The Nihil. These anarchic space pirates despise order, and their technology reflects it. Their walkers, cobbled together from scrap and stolen parts, are violent, jagged, and terrifying. Unlike the clean lines of the Jedi's ships or Republic armor, Nihil walkers are designed to scare. Covered in spikes, painted in bold, chaotic colors, and spewing toxic smoke, they act as both transport and terror weapon. Many were repurposed construction walkers from frontier planets, weaponized by adding mounted blasters, buzzsaws, and electronets. On worlds like Elfrona and Grizal, these machines thundered through settlements, capturing civilians or razing towns. They didn't follow design blueprints. They followed vibes, chaos, control, and carnage. Their walkers embody what the Nihil represent. Fear turned into firepower. Galactic Republic Walkers. With the Clone Wars, the Galactic Republic unleashed a golden age of walker warfare. Central to their military was the ATTE, the All-Terrain Tactical Enforcer. This six-legged juggernaut combined heavy armor, powerful laser cannons, and troop transport capabilities. It wasn't fast, but it was unstoppable, perfect for sieges and mountainous terrain. Complementing it was the nimble ATRT, Recon Transport, a single trooper walker with speed and agility for scouting and quick assaults. The Republic also fielded HAVW juggernauts, or clone turbo tanks, with both wheels and stabilization legs, offering rapid deployment of massive forces. The design philosophy during this time was all about adaptability. Walkers had to move over jungle, desert, snow, and cityscapes. You can see the seeds of Imperial walkers here, with boxy shapes, legged mobility, and heavy armor. Republic walkers were symbols of justice and order, but also the beginning of total militarization. Separatist walkers. Across the war, the Separatists fielded their own terrifying walker variants, machine-driven, alien-looking, and mass-produced. The Octoptera Tridroid stood tall on 3 long legs, rotating its head to unleash laser or chemical death in 360 degrees. On worlds like Mygeeto and Felucia, these droids towered above the battlefield, acting as both mobile turrets and psychological weapons. Then came the NRN-99 Persuader-class droid tank, a hybrid of treads and stabilizing legs that could mow through Republic lines like a bulldozer. With massive side cannons and droid intelligence, it handled infantry suppression and heavy vehicle engagements alike. Separatist design emphasized alien aesthetics and battlefield efficiency. The droids didn't need comfort or visibility, only raw function. Their walkers felt more insectoid or skeletal, like war machines from another galaxy. Compared to the Republic's martial nobility, the Separatists' walkers were fearsome, alien, and relentless. Terrapin-class bulk tanker. After the Clone Wars ended, not all walkers were built for battle. On Morak, during the Empire's reign, we see the Terrapin-class bulk tanker in The Mandalorian. This huge, slow-moving juggernaut hauls volatile rhydonium fuel across dangerous jungle terrain. Its walker-based suspension system allows it to move over uneven ground while keeping cargo stable. But it's not just a civilian vehicle, it's militarized. These transports are heavily guarded by stormtroopers and rigged to explode if attacked. Din Djarin and Mayfeld's infiltration of one reveals just how risky fuel transport was in the Imperial era. The Terrapin shows how Walker engineering shaped the infrastructure of the galaxy, not just war. These industrial behemoths kept the Imperial machine running, even in the background. They're less flashy, but no less important. Imperial Walkers. Enter the Empire, and its most fearsome symbol, the AT-AT. First seen in The Empire Strikes Back, this all-terrain armored transport became a pop culture icon. It was 20 meters tall, carried troops, speeder bikes, and heavy weaponry, and could withstand most artillery. The Empire used it not just for assault, but for psychological domination. Backing it up were ATSTs, the two-legged chicken walkers used for patrol and urban combat. Later, the Empire developed ATDPS, ATCTS, and ATACTS for cargo and support roles. All shared the same aesthetic: brute force, minimal elegance. The AT-AT wasn't perfect. It was slow, vulnerable to cable entanglement, and needed support. But in terms of symbolic impact, nothing beat it. You heard the thuds before you saw them, and when you did, it was too late. Rebel Walkers. The Rebel Alliance, ever resourceful, turned Imperial weapons against their makers. Rebel cells like Phoenix Squadron in Star Wars. Rebels hijacked or rebuilt ATSTs and older ATTEs to fight back. These kit-bashed walkers often had stripped armor, exposed wiring, and extra weapons bolted on. On Endor, rebels used captured ATSTs to turn the tide against stormtroopers. In the game Battlefront 2, we see how the New Republic repurposed these machines during the transition to peacetime. Rebel walkers reflected their philosophy: flexible, improvised, and mission-focused. Unlike the Empire's grand-scale productions, these were personal tools of resistance. Every squeaky leg and patched panel told a story of survival and sabotage. Mobile loading gantry. Walkers weren't always war machines. On Aedu, in Rogue One, we saw the mobile loading gantry, a towering industrial crane walker used in the rain-drenched Kyber Crystal facility. It wasn't armed, but it didn't need to be. Its mere size and mobility made it a potential hazard. These gantries were used to transfer heavy cargo, acting like walking dock cranes in remote locations. When the rebellion attacked, they became part of the battlefield, potential cover, hazards, or even makeshift weapons. This walker emphasizes the versatility of leg tech in Star Wars. It's not all blasters and armor, it's infrastructure, logistics, and Imperial control hidden in plain sight. First Order Walkers. By the time of the sequels, the First Order had taken the Imperial Walker legacy and supercharged it. The ATM-6, or Guerrilla Walker, was bigger, more stable, and far more terrifying than the AT-AT. It featured reinforced forelimbs, a spinal-mounted mega cannon, and layered armor to resist orbital strikes. Supporting it were updated ATSTs, now sleeker and deadlier. Walkers like the ATHH, Heavy Hauler, appeared on supply routes and were used to suppress planetary populations. These walkers weren't just tools, they were propaganda machines. Massive, roaring, and unstoppable, they marched on Crate like avatars of tyranny. Their bulk was their message. The First Order doesn't compromise, it crushes. Mechs. Finally, we move into a lesser-known but incredibly fascinating category. Mechs, walker-style units that blend vehicle and armor, often piloted directly like suits. These appear in extended Star Wars media such as Galaxy of Heroes, Star Wars, Uprising, and various comics and games. Unlike the towering walkers used by armies, mechs are usually one-person combat exosuits. Some stand just a few meters tall, others are more vehicle-sized, but all emphasize agility, responsiveness, and mobility. These machines are built for special missions, urban combat, precision strikes, or navigating difficult terrain where full-size walkers would be too cumbersome. In some depictions, mechs have repulsor lift assists, jump jets, or even lightsaber-resistant plating, making them ideal for elite units or force-wielding warriors. They represent what walker technology might evolve into in a galaxy where traditional armies give way to asymmetric warfare and tactical strike teams. While not part of the main movie canon, these designs show that the Star Wars universe continues to innovate, merging the mechanical and the martial in new and compelling ways. From the forgotten gods of ancient civilizations to the towering symbols of imperial fear, walkers in Star Wars are more than machines. They're statements of power, history, and design. They evolve with each era, reflecting the philosophies and tactics of the factions that build them. So which walker stands tallest in your mind? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into galactic war machines, make sure to like, subscribe, and force push the notification bell for more Star Wars lore and tech analysis.